Hello, my name is Abdul.
And my name is Villar.
Our first story. Hong Kong, schools close after a flu flare. All kindergarten and junior schools have been closed early for Easter holidays after an outbreak of a new flu-like illness, killing three children. Around 200 people were affected at the school, 30 students showing flu-like symptoms. Kindergarten and junior schools will be closed for 2 weeks, which affects more than 500,000 children. The school's closure allows the school to be disinfected. The move came up when a student was admitted to hospital. He died on Tuesday for encephalitis, swelling on the brain. Although it has been a long time since these tragic events, it still affects the people involved. One of our school pupils was close to death on this and was interviewed about her experience.
Alma Sabel, our next mentor student, was caught up in the 7/7 bombings. What happened?
Basically, we was going to our work experience. We got on the train from Liverpool Street towards Embankment. Before the train got to the next stop, we heard a big bang, the lights went out. The train, it was like an emergency stop. I just thought, I'm going to die today. I thought it was a train crash at first, and then it just started shaking. I went into shock.
So have you been able to travel on the tube since it happened?
It took me a long while to get back onto the train or tube after, also buses, but I do now, as you have to get used to these things.
So what are your feelings towards the people who are responsible?
I think they're very selfish and inconsiderate of others. They've taken so many innocent people's lives and affected people as well.
Do you see life differently?
Yeah, I do. I appreciate life more now. You realise what you've got, and so you want to make the most of it. You're more grateful for everything now.
Do you think those people responsible should be forgiven, or do you think...
Not at all. It's not fair what they've done, and they've got no right to do things like that. So yeah, they need to be punished and taken down. They've got to pay for what they've done.
Are your life ambitions the same?
Yeah, they are. I'm not going to let these things change it.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
No trace of Shannon Matthews. From sniffer dogs to posters, there is no sign of Shannon Matthews. Even the £50,000 reward for the information has not helped. Shannon, the beloved daughter of Karen Matthews, and her estranged partner Leon, has been missing since the 19th of February. Yesterday, Mrs. Matthews said that Shannon was abducted to hurt her. She even believes that the abductor was someone close to the family. She also said that Shannon has not been unhappy, and she was sure that her daughter was still out there. And now it's our special feature on teenage pregnancy.
Rachel, and this is Lily.
Heidi and Taisha. I've been coming to the project from about when I was about 3 months pregnant, and yeah, so I was coming here as a young person and then started volunteering, and now I'm working with the Respect team and also doing chlamydia screening and helping the young people.
Statistics come out years and years later, and we're only on a very, very small scale. Like, we're only in schools in Redbridge mostly. We've got one in Havering, and we're trying to get into Barking and Dagenham. We get like fantastic feedback, and we try and keep things current and up to date. So with the teenagers, it wasn't planned, but I'm not going to say, oh, I didn't know what I was doing, or I didn't know about contraception. I put my hands up to that, but I was still just as shocked and just as scared, and I was like, right, what am I going to do now? I don't know, like, whether they put a stigma on you, but I think it's all the people that you come into contact with when you're a parent in general, and especially being a young parent, all of them, that goes through from the clinic, from the midwives to the job centre to the benefits. There's always a stigma, like people always assume I'm on benefits. Oh, you can't work over 16 hours because it'll affect your benefits, or housing is appalling. And just because you're a parent, you're trying to make a difference, but if you can't afford to pay your rent, what sense does it make to go to work? Well, I think there is, and there's a stigma that we all just sit on our bums and do nothing. And that's what this project gives you the opportunity to do. If you just want to do something once a week, like, that's cool, like, it's not a problem. You mustn't come and do maths and English 5 days a week from 9 to 5. Because for some people, they do just want to be parents. But, you know, if it's just coming to the drop-in where they meet other parents, there's a bit of food, there's toys, there's music. For that 3 hours, they've engaged, they've made conversation, they've made friends, their children have been active, and that's enough for them. Yeah. That's why there's such a wide variety. And for the people that do want to, you know, go back into education, there is accredited courses, there's routes to college, you know, routes to university, so it depends on which way you want to go, and the project provides either way, it's not just one way or the other. Yeah.
Kenyans ill in toxic waste leak. Hundreds of people near the Kenyan port of Mombasa are ill due to leaking chemical containers dumped nearby. The reported containers were abandoned near Kipevu a month ago by a truck driver who noticed a leak. Yellow liquids and noxious fumes have been escaping from the 20-foot towers. 2 women have been reported of having miscarriages, and many people are complaining about breathing difficulties, stomach upsets, chest pains. A tourist also experienced breathing difficulties and a stomach upset after a visit. The National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, are said to have brought tons of sand to neutralize the spill.